Hello guys, my name is Sam. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. In the past few days, we did a video on Usdzar where I had actually shown you guys that we might have a possible trade on this pair. And right now, I just want to do the review on that pair, how we entered the market, and how we actually confirmed that the market is actually pushing to the upside, or we are now having the get-go to enter the market, right? Now, I'm not going to be going over what we had previously analyzed, those previous data. I'm just going to use the current data that we have here. That is, I am going to be focusing on this area only, okay? And I'll be explaining how we took the trade and basically how we took the trade, how we were able to predict that. Now, using past data, we were able to predict that the market has actually broken out of a previous level of structure. So, and now we had to wait for the market to retest back into that level, right? Now, what we had actually identified is that from this current data here, we can see that the market was pushing to the upside here, right? In pushing to the upside, we were then able to identify that the market will stay in an uptrend, or the uptrend is valid up until our level of structure is broken. And our level of structure is this one here, right? Now, if we had actually seen the market close below this level here, close below this level bearish, we would have actually changed our perspective to say that the market will be pulling down to a previous level of structure, right? Now, what we were able to identify is that reading of the behavior of the market, we had actually seen that the market is failing to break below structure. That means that we won't be having a break of structure and the market will be continuing to the downside, right? Now, firstly, what we had identified even on our previous video is that we had seen that the market was pushing aggressively to the upside, right? We then got exhaustion from these levels here and got a bearish confirmation that the momentum in the market is actually to the downside, right? Now, what we were actually waiting for is that for the market to come into this level here, or fail to break a recently created level here, right? Now, the market did push into this market here, into this level here, with huge momentums, with huge signs of saying that we have strength pushing to the downside. And what you were actually looking for here initially, if you had actually seen this, you would have said this market would be broken, right? Now, looking at the next candle here, we see that the market had actually depleted in strength and failed to break this market level, right? Now, this is the 4-hour time frame. And then if you want to get more information, or if you want to say that you want to use the 1-hour time frame, you will be also seeing rejection candles from the introduction of this depletion 4-hour candle, right? Let me go to the 1-hour time frame to show you guys this. Now, which is this here. We actually got a depletion candle here also after the market had pushed strongly into the level of structure, right? the market then pushed to the upside, but this is not a confirmation for us to enter the market. Why? Because we know that on the 4-hour time frame, we are still getting a depletion candle. That is, some people call it an indecision candle. That is what we are actually getting from the market, right? Now we then proceeded to wait for the other candle to see how it closed. Now we see that this market here had actually tried to push to the upside here and then failed. And then what this shows us is that we are actually having rejection. We actually had a lot of buyers into the market, but before the 4-hour time, the 4-hour candle closed, there were actually a huge introduction of sellers in the market, pushing the market back down to our level of structure, right? Now, for us to take a trade here, what we actually waited for is that we wanted to see 3 indecision or depletion candles. Now, when we see 3 or 2 4-hour depletion candles, we know that on the 1-hour time frame, we are actually getting a structure, a market structure pattern being formed. So moving down to the 1-hour time frame, we can see that here the market has actually came back into the level that it has created. Now, for you to get a clear notification that this market is actually failing to break this market to the downside, we can see that. Let me just clear these ones off. We can see that when the market first initially pulled into this level, we got a depletion candle here, right? Now the market did push to the upside with that bearish indecision candle. And then what we got is that we got a huge number of sellers push into the market, which is this candle here. It shows us rejections in the market. It's showing us, let me throw this here. It's showing us here that the market actually respected previous structure and then continued pushing to the downside, right? Now, with the introduction of a new depletion candle here, we now know that we have evidence that the market is actually failing to break this level here, right? Now, what we wait for is we wait for a clear indication. That means we are waiting for a clear bullish candle, right? To show us that the market is now ready to push to the upside, right? You're waiting for a clear bullish candle like this one here with a huge body and small wicks to show us that the market is now actually, and the market has actually introduced a number of buyers, or the buyers are in control, right? Now, this is when we're going back to the 4-hour time frame to have the confirmation that we need. Now we do get a 4-hour momentum candle here, and this gives us the confidence to say that whether the market has not broken a level that it has formed, or has not actually broken a neckline like the market is doing on the 1-hour time frame, where we can see that actually a pattern was formed here. We can see that this pattern was formed here, right? Now, on the close of this candle, this is actually the close of the 4-hour candle, right? Now, when we see the momentum candle here being completed and we see that there is bullish strength, then we can say that we are taking this trade here, right? Our stop loss being below the level of structure, previous structure. Let me just put it in here. and we go for our risk reward ratios, right? Now we actually went for 1:3 risk reward ratio on this one. Put this here. Yes. Now the reason why we went for a 1:3 risk reward ratio is that we actually have a level in the market here being formed, and we just didn't want to trade too close into that level, right? Now the market has moved our way, and we can see that now the market has actually broken a level in the market here, right? Now for us to actually say that, okay, this market is still holding to the upside, you can just move to your 1 hour time frame, identify the structure, what is happening on the 1 hour time frame. Let me just move this here, right? Now we can see that the 1 hour time frame is also still in an uptrend. Why am I saying this? Because a key level has not been broken yet. It means that a level of structure has not been broken, has not been violated. Only the violation of this level will give us the confirmation that the market is pushing to the downside here, right? And if the market closes bearish below this level here, we can say that we can take a trade here, a risky trade, although it doesn't give a very nice risk reward ratio. We can have this here, our 1:2, which is above the level of structure. Which is above the level of structure here. Now, the reason why you would have confidence entering this is because the market is still pushing to the upside bullish, right? You have broken a previous level in the market, right? And you haven't broken the market structure that has formed. You haven't broken a previous level of structure to confirm a push to the downside, right? If we get an impulse if we get a momentum candle on this area here on the 1 hour time frame, we can have the confidence to enter this trade again and push with it to the upside and see how it reacts around this level here. That is where we will be looking for the reaction of the market, because right now we can see that a level was formed in the market, broken previous level of structure. We then see market moving impulsively into that level, right? And then we got depletion candle or indecision candles here. And if we can get a momentum candle, a bullish momentum candle here, we will be seeing the market push to the upside, right? Now, I just recently saw a trading opportunity here on the AUD JPY, and I just thought maybe I should share this with you, and this will just be my way of actually also apologizing for not uploading the weekly outlook. I know some of you were actually waiting for the weekly outlook to say, how is the market going to go? Actually, these are the notes that I have actually used here, right? Now, this is actually the same basic concept on Usdzar, right? Because we can see the market pushing to the downside with momentum candles, and then we now getting depletion candle. This shows that the market has actually exhausted its selling power and can no longer continue to the downside, right? Now, for us to confirm that that depletion in sellers, we have to get a momentum candle to show us that now we have buyers in the market, and we can actually push to the upside from this point on, right? Now, I've actually just recently took a trade here for the market to push to the upside, right? For the market to push to the upside here. As you can see, it's even already pushing. Now, what are we waiting for is that the reason why I wrote the retest level and the BOS level. Now, BOS just means break of structure level, where if we can see the market break above this level, then we know that the market will be actually continuing to the upside, right? Now, the reason why I wrote this is that we can see that the 4-hour time frame, AUDJPY was actually pushing to the downside, right? We had a level being created here, and even if I can drag this to our left here, we can see that this is actually a level of structure, right? It can also be supported by previous data. Now, this can also be seen here. I think there was, I did send the analysis to our group here to say that this was our retest level here, and we can see price fall to the downside from here, fall from here with the introduction of a bearish momentum candle, right? Now, this has actually continued pushing to the downside, where we actually got the market actually continuing bearish, and now we have seen the introduction of a bullish momentum into either one of these levels. Now, we will be waiting for the market to reach this level to see how it behaves around the retest level, and if we can still see bullish momentum into that retest level, we will be waiting for the market to reach our break of structure level, where we will be waiting to see how the market is reacting to that level of structure. Now, if the market can hold below this level, right, it can come and test on this level. As long as the market doesn't close above this level, doesn't push to the upside and get a clear retest on this level, then the market should continue falling bearish here, right? Now, guys, I am going to leave this video here. I hope that you like the content. If you did, you can click that like button for me. If you haven't subscribed, make sure that you click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on our next video. And hope that you guys are safe from this coronavirus, from the lootings. You ain't doing any more lootings. I've seen that the unrest is actually settled down, and we are better than this, South Africans. We are actually better than this, and I hope you guys have a very great week. This will be our trade, and I hope that some of you might be able to catch this. It's very late. It's very late now. Some of you are sleeping, and yeah, man,